Hey guys, I'm Liza Hudson from Landing Page Guys, and welcome to another free landing page audit session. So as always, I am super excited to get jumping into your pages. But before we do that, I just want to go over a couple of things. So if you are watching this in YouTube, guys, and you're not a member of our group, then after this video, head on over to landingpagelab.com on Facebook. This is a free group to join. And in here, you're going to find loads of tips and tricks. You're also going to see some great conversations going on in here. So anything and everything to do with conversion. And also, guys, if you want to see one of your pages on one of these videos, then this is where you will need to come for that opportunity, because this is where we get you guys to drop your links. So also, if you are in the lab already, and of course you haven't been over to YouTube, then go to our channel. It's Landing Page Guys. Hit the subscribe button, guys. And don't forget to press the notification bell, because we are always dropping some fresh content and you'll be the first to know. So for those of you that haven't been here before, what's going to happen is I have chosen 6 pages at random from the links that you guys have been dropping into the page over the last couple of weeks. And I've got to say, guys, as usual, the response is absolutely amazing. So thank you very much. And then what I'm going to do is look at them properly for the first time today. I'm then going to give you, to be honest, a brutally honest appraisal of these pages, but I'm going to give you some actionable points to take away that you can implement that will uplift your conversion rates. So we get some amazing results from these sessions. So it's super, super exciting every time we do this. And of course, as always with me today, I have got my 2 trusty tools with me. So I have builtwith.com, and this is basically going to show me whatever you guys are actually using to build. So this could be whether it's a Connective or Shopify, WordPress, Sticky, you name it, it's going to tell me. And I also have with me tools.pingdom.com. So this is one of the good little page speed tests out there, guys. So it's the free version, so you can use this one. And it's just going to show me how quickly your pages are loading. And as we know, page speed is crucial for conversion, guys. So definitely a good one to have. So without further ado, let's get into the pages themselves. This looks like, well, I can see that. So Singapore's #1 indoor golf and bar cafe. So guys, for those of you that have been here before, you know kind of what we talk about, the principles that we use and all the rest. But for those of you that haven't, basically what we do is we work to something called the AIDA principle. Now you can go away and look that up, you know, it's all over the place. It's just one of the things that we use. And what that means is that basically above the fold, which is this section here, you are going to capture my attention. You're then going to pique my interest. You're then going to create a sense of desire around your product or service. And then, of course, give me that final call to action. So that's the A, the I, the D, and the A, guys. So I'm going to go through each page like that. Before we just start this one, I could see that this was a Shopify Pagefly build. So that's one of the Shopify sort of page builders. And in terms of speed, 1.25 seconds. So actually, guys, that's a very good time, especially with Shopify, because sometimes they can be quite heavy. So really nice job there. That's fantastic. Now let's go into the page itself. So off the get-go, I can see a few things that we can do to push the needle sort of up in the right direction. And I like your branding. I think that's nice. You know, it's very clear. Singapore's #1 indoor golf bar and cafe. Your call to action, I think your color palette here is red. I personally, it changes to green. So personally, I would lead with the green. You want it to stand out from any of your branding. So you have your primary color, and then you have your sort of secondary or tertiary color. So make sure that you are making that stand out. Personally, I think the green or gold would be good. And guys, elongate this button and get a nice emoji on there as well. Now you have a video here. And to be perfectly honest, you know, some people love them, some people hate them. I'm sort of in the middle, I'm a bit agnostic on these. But one thing I will say is, regardless, if you do have a video on your page, it is absolutely super critical that the quality of this video is absolutely immaculate. So if you're going to have a video, which, let's be honest, can be distracting, make sure it is super crisp quality. So I feel like this is a bit fuzzy and a bit disjointed. So just have a think on that, guys. You can either get rid of it entirely, just use a nice background, or get a sharper video on the background. Guys, above your fold, I get it. I just want to mention, actually, this is clearly like, you know, a page within the store, more like a home page. They have very different purposes. However, all pages conform to these principles. So there's some things that you could do here to increase your click-through rate. The first thing, guys, I would say is to pop a testimonial above the fold and give us some sort of stars out of however many happy clients, happy customers. So we need social proof here. Also, some form of trust would be good as well, whether that's, you know, in the form of a data encryption secure seal or some payment icons, but just get some trust as well. Now, technically, this is your most important real estate. And if you're sticking with the video, I get it. You don't want too much text over here. But at the moment, because this is Singapore's #1 indoor golf bar and cafe, that implies to me that there are more. Therefore, what makes you unique? What makes you think I should come here over anybody else? So personally, I would like to see a bit more detail on why I should be using you as opposed to anybody else, enticing me to click that a bit more. So yeah, cool. And as we go down, we should be going into interest. Here, you're telling me about the clubhouse. So it's a perfect place. We have 3 state-of-the-art stimulators. Okay, so you're telling me literally about the actual place itself, what you've got going on. What I would say here is always make sure when you've got a block of text that you are just bolding out the parts that you feel are most important. So, you know, 3 state-of-the-art courses is probably good. Simulators, you know, extensive food menu. Personally, I think this would be nice if you broke it down with some icons. Some sort of imagery would be really, really nice there. And this is all great. Again, this is lovely. Again, just think about bolding out those words that are important. So this is all interest. What I would say, guys, and I'm probably going to be saying over and over again, is to add in a section to this page. And you want to add it in here. So preferably what we want is a 1, 2, 3. And there's a couple of ways of doing 1, 2, 3s. So I think here, you know, you need to use something like what the consumer needs to do, then what you're going to do, and then how they're going to benefit. So, or you can break down the process that the person's about to go through. So they're going to book, they're going to receive their confirmation, then they get to enjoy. So always do something step 1, book now. Step 2, you know, choose your date, choose your package. Step 3, arrive and have the best night of your life with your friends. So just make sure you're breaking it down into why I should work with you and how easy it's going to be for me to take this action and make my booking, because that's what's going to interest me. Then as we go down, like I say, keep with all this. I think that's great. I would have another call to action here. I know you've got a sticky call to action, but it's really, really small. So don't give people kind of like an excuse. As consumers, we're kind of lazy. I know it sounds bad, but get that call to action there. And I would say maybe, you know, book your place now. Just elongate that book now. Definitely get an emoji on there and make sure that you're adding in some stars underneath your call to action and any form of trust seals that you might need there. Then we go down to desire. It's so nice to see you following the principles of the page, which you absolutely are. This is cool. The only thing I would say about this is you need to get some images of the people that gave these testimonials. So as consumers, we're very mistrusting these days, and we want to see that this is a genuine person that's done it, in which case we need to get those images there as well, but really, really nice. Then we go down into FAQs. I'm so happy to see this. So many pages still forget to put FAQs on there. So really cool to see that, guys. And then you go down into a mailing list. Okay, what we would probably say is actually put your mailing list down in your footer, you know, get rid of a lot of this and give us a nice big repeat call to action here. So, you know, again, give us a bright headline. Don't go with the video here. Go with a nice, just clear background. Have your headline. Give us some bullet points about why we need to see you. Strong call to action with all the trust and the social proof as well. So, yeah, there's some really cool stuff there, and I would love to see that page change. So, moving on to the next one. Sorry, my mouse is being a bit strange. Let me just grab it. So, this is Gear Wall Street. Okay. And let's go into what's it built with. Okay, so we have got, what have we got? We have got another Shopify. Okay, that's fine. And supply theme. Okay, and what was the speed on this one? Oh, okay. So yeah, that's okay. I mean, you definitely have room for maneuver here. Typically, we would like to see this under 2 seconds. So 2.77, nearly 3 seconds. You need to get this speed down. Things like compressing your images, and there's some other stuff sort of server side here you can be doing. But try and get it to sub 2 seconds, guys. Because so there are stats out there that show that I think it's like 1 second decrease in your page speed can lead from anything. I think it's from like 3 to 10% in uplifting conversion. So page speed is just super, super critical. So anyway, onto the page itself, sorry. And again, okay, we have a laser pointer pet collar. So off the get-go, there's a couple of things here. So I'm looking on a very large screen, guys. So typically it would be cut off probably just by the thumbnails. And what I can see here is that almost a half, but at least a good third of your page is your header. So this needs to be cut down because you're losing too much precious real estate. And it's just not visually too kind of catchy. Personally, I would decrease the size of your logo and left align it. Then bring your header up as well. This is obviously a general store, and it's a product page on a general store. So I know it's quite difficult with general stores. However, you know, it's the same thing. All the principles absolutely apply, general or sort of more niche. We absolutely recommend running to a direct response sales page over a product page. And guys, I'm sure you all know why that is. It's because ultimately you've paid for someone to be in this funnel. So we want to keep them there with the sole purpose of just taking that one action. Now, obviously within a store, there's all sorts of kind of navigation away and distractions. So direct response will always convert better, but there's still ways to optimize your product pages. So with that being said, don't forget, we need to at least decrease this by half at least and pull everything up. And that's going to give you the room you need to get everything on your page. So your imagery is quite cute. I think, you know, it's nice and clear. It feels a little small. I don't know if it's just me, and there's quite a bit of padding either side. That could just be the product page kind of template you're working in with. But the imagery is nice. It's all lovely. Now, what I will say is you are doing something that we see so very, very often. And this is, you are telling me exactly what this is. You are giving me a description. You are saying this is a laser pointer pet collar. There is nothing here that tells me, in actual fact, what this collar does. You know, okay, it says laser, but what's the point of that? So it doesn't tell me kind of what this is. What's the benefit of this? Is it a toy? Is it to help with something? So give me some more information and use this as your sub headline. So, you know, like hours of fun, bonding with your pet, with the laser pointer pet collar. So, you know, give us some more emotive, beneficial driven headline. I love the way you've given me the monetary value and you've striked out and it's $23.99. What I would say is that this is actually quite hard to read. It seems quite small for some reason. So it might be the font, to be honest, but that just seems a little bit small. So maybe think about enlarging that and keeping it the same as this one. This is fine. You know, you're giving people two options. Typically, we would say to you, just give them one option. So it's either buy it now or, you know, grab mine now or rush my order, whatever it might be. Bearing in mind, again, you are paying for people to be here. So we don't want to be giving them other options. So preferably we'd stick with the one, and we would stick with the buy it now. Again, add an emoji onto your button. That will definitely increase your click-through rate. There's no social proof here, so make sure you get some sort of testimonial above the fold and some form of stars as well for this product. So has it received 4.8 out of 5 for, I don't know, 50 dog lovers. So just make sure you're getting that social proof there as well. Again, get some payment seals here. So make sure you've got the payment icons. So whether it's Stripe, PayPal, or Visa, those instantly instill trust as well. Then as we go down, so you've got some here. So these need to be underneath your call to actions or to right aligned if you don't have the space. And that was really cool. This here is a cardinal sin of paid traffic. So I totally get it. You want to share your product. You think, right, yeah, please share, brand awareness. This is going to be great. A, this is way too prominent on the page. And B, you've literally, let's use Facebook as an example. I've just been on Facebook. You've led me to your page. You want me to buy your product, but you're giving me the option to go back on Facebook. So guys, it's not a good idea when you're paying for these things. You can direct people to share products later on or bury them in your footers. But this is just, it's a really bad sort of distraction. And before you know it, someone's been surfing Facebook for 20 minutes and forgot why they came here in the first place. So I would definitely ditch or bury these as far as possible. We would typically be going down into interest. I just want to read some of this here. So toy, high quality, say goodbye to boredom. Just a thing to note, such gifts to your cats when this is clearly a dog toy. If it's for both, then make it clear. But watch your little typos like that. So here we go. We've got strengthen bonding. So there's some nice points in here. So you've got, strengthen the bond, say goodbye to boredom. These are all nice points. Those you should have bullet pointed out here. So no more boredom, strengthen your bonding. Absolutely brilliant. So get some of this content into bullet points as benefits, and then you can get rid of this little block of text. We would then go into the interest section and give us that 1, 2, 3. So here it would be very, very straightforward. So it'll be 1, order your laser collar. 2, we'll get it to you within 10 to 23 days. And 3, you're going to benefit from having a happy pet. We all love our pets. So these are real easy sell when it comes to our dogs and cats. We're so emotionally attached. So make sure you're leading on the benefits there. So that's really cool. Now you're telling me you have no reviews yet. So either this is a brand spanking new store, or there's a problem. What I would say to you is there is no reason to have no reviews for any product. So you need a minimum of 3 on a page, ideally. If you haven't got any, then give the product to your friend, give the product to a neighbor, get anyone to try this product and they will give you a review. So there's no reasons to ever have no reviews, and it's not going to do your conversion rates any favors by actually saying that at this point there are no reviews. So start off small, get a couple of friends, family, whoever, get them on the page, and that will definitely help you to increase your conversion rate. Now, obviously it's a product page, you show related items. We wouldn't recommend that on the sales page, but this is a product page, so I understand. And then as we go down, what I would say is you need to have an FAQ section on this page. So what are the barriers to entry here? What do people want to know about the collar? Personally, I want to know what it does. I want to know what colors does it come in? Is it safe? So make sure you've got the FAQs on here. And then ideally, you want to add in yet another section, and that would be a repeat call to action. So we would want to see again with the product imagery, list out those benefits of playing with this product, have a nice strong call to action, adding in your sort of social proof and stars. And these payment icons are absolutely brilliant. So make sure you're getting those underneath your call to actions as well. So there's quite a few bits you can add in here. And it'll be great to see how that one goes as it goes along, because that looks very new to me. Let's go on to, we are at the halfway point, guys. So number 3, some form of flowers. I love roses. Let's get that in there. So guys, just a quick reminder, if you are in YouTube and you haven't joined the Landing Page Lab, make sure you go on over to Facebook and search landingpagelab.com, and that's where you'll get the opportunity to get your page done. Plus it's a really cool community for anything conversion rate. And also guys, If you're in the lab and you haven't been over to YouTube, then make sure you head on over there and check out our channel, because we are dropping some sick content. So I'm going to let that one just run for a moment and go to the page itself. We'll come back to the speed. So the first thing to say, this is clearly a homepage. I think I mentioned it earlier. A homepage has a very different purpose to a sales page. So bear in mind your target audience, bear in mind your advertising. What is the purpose of your homepage? Because a homepage should be to entice you in, basically. So these cannot be optimized fully in terms of like a sales page, but they absolutely still follow conversion principles, which will help them to convert. So same things applies on your hero section. Still think about attention. Again, this is another one where the banner is taking up way too much of your hero section. Again, this is nearly a third of the screen. It's completely unnecessary, it's overkill, and it's cutting off your precious real estate. So same advice, guys, decrease the size of your logo and left align it further. And again, you know, this is just way too big. So that's going to bring up and give you a bit more real estate on your page itself. The one thing I'm going to say straight away, guys, there's no call to action on this hero section. There's no social proof on this section. There's no trust. I get it. You want a dynamic heading, but there is nothing here to tell me, A, what you're doing apart. I think there's some flowers. B, can I trust you? C, is anyone else using you? So make sure you are getting something above the fold rather than just this image. Because right now there's nothing to tell me what's going on, to be perfectly honest. As we go down, we should be going into interest. Okay. See, so I've just seen this, your personalized message on here, and this is a much better representation of your service than this one here. So I feel like you're missing a trick by not making that clearer as soon as you land on the hero section, guys, because that's really cool. You're personalizing these gorgeous roses that you've got. So I think that's a really nice image. And you should make that a bit clearer above. Again, this is crying out for a 1, 2, 3, this page. Anything where you've got a process to follow. So, you know, 1, choose your flowers or your present. 2, personalize. 3, we're going to send it to you, and, you know, the gift you give is just going to be so loved and everyone's going to be happy. So again, you know, break down the process, because it's really nice, and it'd be nice to know how easy this is to actually do as well. You say you've got a sale on, which is fine. However, it's not really standing out. If you guys are ever having a sale, make sure that it kind of stands out, whether that's in some sort of seal or at least use a red text. With all of this black and white, it's not really showing me anything. Also, it just says sale, but I've no idea of pricing at this point. So some sort of price point or saving in price points would be quite good here at this point as well. Your call to action, guys, shop our sale. You know, you've got this sort of moving. It's the wrong color. Again, guys, it's part of your color palette. So make sure you switch this up and get yourself an emoji on there as well. And that will help. Again, no social proof. Give us some stars. Give us some social proof to show that you are trusted. Social proof isn't just about other people using it. It's also instilling a great sense of trust as well. And you can also put payment icons if you want to. So we're going down and you're piquing my interest. Yeah, this is really nice. See, this is telling me about actually what you do now. I would, yeah, that's fine. Again, you know, just the same will apply to every call of action, and that's to switch up the color, add on your emojis, and get some stars in there as well. Your interest, you're still piquing my interest, so it's fine. I like the way you are bolding out some of these here. I think if you do that on some additional parts as well, you'll find that's better. So, you know, a personalized message on your box. So just bold out the bits where you want people's eyes to be drawn. This is lovely imagery you've got, guys. Again, shop now. It's a bit boring. I just want, like, you know, get my gift now, get my roses now, or just something that's elongate that and make it more personal. Afterpay, that's great, to be honest. That can be quite helpful for conversions. So some people find if they can pay in installments, it's much more enticing. So again, this is something you could consider having higher up. As we go down, you're showing me the collections. It's fine. Again, you're still piquing my interest with all this nice imagery. I like the way you've laid this out. You've got a lot of imagery going on. Again, you know, your Show Me collection, that's a homepage. Same thing, guys, always just on these call to actions. Make sure you're repeating stars. Make sure you're switching up the color. And as we go down, you're still piquing my interest. And then we have some Instagram images. This is beautiful imagery, by the way, absolutely stunning. So that's really nice. And then we've got, oh, lovely. So we've got a desire section. This is wonderful to see. So make sure you have your desire section, as you guys have. I like the images you have going on as well. So really well done there. Make sure you've got a repeat call to action after this, guys. And then all you need to add in here is a frequently asked questions section. So you're going to have questions like, you know, how many messages can I personalize, or whatever it might be, you know, how long is it going to take to get it with me? Make sure you get those questions there evident on the page, and then give them a repeat call to action. So again, you know, it's a homepage, but it still follows those principles. Definitely making sure you've got trust and social proof, making things very clear to the consumer. So yeah, that's really cool. And we are moving. Oh, what was the speed on that one? Okay, so the speed is quite heavy, guys. I should imagine it's all that imagery, so you're definitely going to need to compress your images, and yeah, get that down to sub 2 seconds. So you've got some easy wins there, guys, because honestly, decrease that and your conversion rate will just go up and up, which is awesome to see. And let's go on to, what's this? Daily Spoon, another homepage. Okay. Lots of homepages, it feels like today. Okay, let's get this in. I know we're like preaching and we're always going on about this, but honestly, guys, if you are paying for traffic, try sending to a direct response sales page. A direct response sales page will convert at least 2 times better than a product page, and way better. I don't have the stats for than a homepage, because a homepage is too generalized. It's trying to give you different things. But yeah, go direct response. So we've got a WordPress rocket, and what speed have we got? Oh, that's a very heavy speed. Again, like 5 seconds, guys, nearly 5 seconds. So you can give this to your dev team, or, you know, there's some stuff that you can be doing over this side, but definitely try and get this down. Page speed is super, super crucial, guys. So let's look at the page itself. Okay, Daily Spoon. Superfood for the effect you want. Our superfood blends are created by a nutritionist, support gut health, skin glow, immune system, energy levels. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to say is I absolutely love your branding. It looks super clean. I think you've done a really nice job in terms of design. Absolutely lovely, just killing it. However, there's a couple of things that we can do here still. So it's always exciting when there's stuff we can do. Again, homepage, I know you want to keep your branded look, and that's fine. But do seriously consider changing your call to action colors so that they stand out more, because again, it feels that this is part of your sort of color scheme. It just feels that that's part of, yeah, it does. It's definitely part of your color scheme. So I would switch up the call to action color. Maybe the yellow would go quite well here. Again, we're always going to say pop an emoji on a button. You'll be amazed how much it works. So definitely get that on there. And guys, you need to put some social proof on here. So let's get a testimonial. Let's get those 5 stars out of however many, you know, really happy, healthy customers. So get that above the fold. Some form of trust up here would be really good as well. We need some trust. So again, whether you've got some sort of money back seal or payment icons, or, you know, those pretty much are the major ones for e-com, if I'm perfectly honest. Now, I know we're always talking about one call to action, but again, this is a homepage with a different purpose. So we see this quite often, though we don't advocate it. And yeah, it's fine. Take a quiz or look at our products. This is very boring products. I mean, it is boring. So I definitely think about getting this a little bit more emotive, you know, seed our products now, or, you know, oh, actually, I'm just useless with copy, but I want to see something more emotive on there, something that's going to make me want to go in there and see it immediately. So up here, though, you've got some really cool stuff going on. You know, you've got a nice headline and you've got some really good benefits here. What I would say is you could potentially test elongating this. So, you know, what's the benefit of glowing skin? I'm going to feel more confident. Immune system, I'm going to feel healthier. extra energy. I'm going to feel happier. So maybe think about pulling on the actual benefit of having these awesome, these awesome things that you've got going on. So not too much to do here, guys, really. In all honesty, it's just call to actions as a social proof and trust proof. As we go down again, let's go into the 1, 2, 3. We'd recommend that for every store, whether you do it straight underneath on a homepage or a little bit further down. It's kind of neither here nor there, but definitely have that leading somewhere in the intro. So, for example, how do you actually use this? Is it mixed with water and then have once a day and then feel great? Or, let people know kind of like how this works. Or you can go with the standard, you select, we deliver, you're going to benefit from. So those are the two major 1, 2, 3 types. So here you're telling me you've selected the most nutritious products found in nature, placed it in one package for the effect. Cool. Yeah, easy to use. Okay, so you're piquing my interest. What I would say, guys, this text is tiny. I personally would probably make that a little bit bigger. It's just way too small. And again, with it being this small, make sure you are bolding out the words. I think something that would also look nice with this section is if you use some form of icon to indicate each of these sections. It just looks a little bit kind of cluttered with the lines. So icons are very eye-catching, and as lazy consumers, we're caught by these things. So that's nice though. It's really nice you're giving me this detail. You're giving me your products, so you're piquing my interest by showing me your range. This is a homepage, so this is to be expected. You've got add to cart. Now, guys, you need to get in the trust here and the social proof. So definitely get the stars in. If you're having this many, you could have your stars here out of however many happy clients, and then you could have the trust icons just under centralized under the 4 rather than trying to get it in onto all of those. Then we go into desires. It's great. You're following all of the right things. This is lovely. So we've got a desire section. Again, on here, guys, make sure you are getting genuine images of the people that actually wrote these reviews. That will increase your click-through rate. And it might seem tiny and petty, but try and make sure that all of these are the same size. It just keeps it looking that bit more slick and professional. So really nice. I would have a repeat call to action after here as well. After your review section. Then we go down into, then you go into how to use. See, the how is way too low. The how to use should be right up here. So I do think that 1, 2, 3 would be way better at leading people in. Then we go into, that's interesting. You go into a bundle. Guys, this does not stand out enough at all. I get that this is a homepage. However, this minus 15%, I don't know what the pricing is at this point. I've seen it here, but I've forgotten by the time I get here. So, make a real feature out of this, because bundling is just so cool for your AOV. So I'm so happy to see you guys doing it. But let's make a feature of it. Let's make this stand out on this page, because as it stands, it just looks like part of your design and it's getting lost. Whereas this is one of your major selling points, and certainly where you're going to increase your orders. This little fine 15% is awful. This needs to be something much more kind of evident, and also just, I don't know, the minus 15% is no good. We need to give a monetary value. We need to show that this is an actual bundle and not part of the design. And if you're going to have learn more, absolutely, you want them to learn more, have it in a pop-out. So for your bundling option, have the learn more in a pop-out. That way, all of the information's there, and then they just go, bang, I'm going to buy mine now. Don't forget with all of your call to actions to add those stars as well. Then we go down to your recipes. That's a really nice idea. I think that's lovely. Again, you're trying to lead me into the store. Try and keep all of your call to actions consistent, guys. So make the journey as easy as possible. So to keep it nice and consistent, always using your social proof. Then you give me a video, and then, oops, we go down. Sorry, it's loading slowly. Then we go down into your footer and a sign up. Okay, so what you guys are lacking on this page is a frequently asked questions section. So you definitely need to get one of those in. Now, typically we would have that after the desire section. So you just need to move some of this around. You have your desire. You need to move that to here. So switch it around. So you've got your interest, then desire, then frequently asked questions. And then at the very bottom, what we want to see is a nice, strong, repeat call to action. So make sure you're giving people the opportunity to go back into the store. Again, I'm not a fan of this, but I totally get it on a homepage. So that's fine. So there's a few things you guys can be doing. I think it would be nice to test having your video higher. Videos can be really, really cool for conversion if they're to the point and they kind of show your product off. I think that might be quite cool to test that higher. Definitely make a feature out of your bundles, guys. Super, super key element of your whole styling strategy, and it would be really cool. But overall, a gorgeous looking page, gorgeous brand. We just need some trust and social proof and a few tweaks in there. Flying along. Sorry, guys, feel like I've been talking at you for ages. So the next page is Mr. Beardley. Let me just drop this in here. Okay, and what's this one made of? Okay, so we have another Shopify page. What was the... Yeah, another Shopify page. Guys, Built With, it's a really, really useful tool. So if you see somebody else's page, I think I've said this before, but if you see someone else's page, you see someone else's story, you think, I really like what they're doing. How do I do that? Well, go to Built With. It's going to show you exactly what they're built with, what apps are being used, how they're actually getting this all together. And that can help you to actually create your pages as well. Now, this is Gem Pages, and the speed of this one is 2.25 seconds. So that's not too bad, to be honest. Always we can be squeezing time off, but that's not horrendous for Shopify Gem Pages. So let's go into the page itself again. And this is another homepage. So it feels like we've done nothing but homepages today, guys. So where's all the sales pages gone? Again, it's slightly different to Audit, so you can't do it as ruthlessly as you would with the sales page, but there's still stuff to be doing on this page. First thing to say, love your branding. I think the little beard is really cool, Mr. Beardley. I like the size of your banner, your header. It's not too much, which is nice. This $40 off plus free shipping plus free ebook. It's not standing out enough. I think your branding is black and white. I just feel like it's not standing out enough. So maybe on red, this will be better, and then change the color of this, or even have it yellow. That really hits people's eyes. And also, guys, change your heading, your terminology up here. So, but you've qualified for. So you want to make people feel like they've been rewarded just for landing. And the fact that you're given a free ebook as well, you've got loads of good selling points here. So put it down as you've qualified for as soon as they land. With your imagery, guys, we're always talking about too much padding, too much real estate. Here, I feel like we've got a slight sort of opposite going on. These images feel like they've been stretched. And I don't think the padding just doesn't feel right. Have some padding around the right side of this, and maybe, bring them up so they're not quite so stretched. Also, guys, bear in mind that some of that's going to get cut off and it just wouldn't look like it's fitting the page properly. So again, like we said on all the others, this is a home page, but still needs the same things. So we need to see some stars and a testimonial, guys. We need social proof. We absolutely need some trust on here as well. I'm guessing there's going to be some payment seals or money backs or something that's going to be on here to help instill a trust. You're telling me grow the stubble faster and thicker, grow the untamed. So clearly this has got loads of kind of benefits to it. Breakthrough solution with the beard growth, shop growth kit. I feel like your call to action, the red feels quite muted, actually. I feel like that could be a lot more vibrant. Potentially you could pulsate, definitely get an emoji on there as well. I would also personally just bullet point out. So have your dynamic headline by all means, and then actually just bullet out, the reasons why this is so good for me. I think you mentioned just down here, won't need ID again. You're going to feel great, because you're looking good. So just pull out on the benefits of why your product's going to make me feel so good. Not having a beard, I'm not exactly sure, but I can empathize. So make sure you're getting those on there. Again, like we've said already, the trust and the social proof. Then as we go down, same thing as I've said, we've not actually seen an example of one today, so it's a bit difficult, but again, let's get a 1, 2, 3. So also, you say here that this is a micro needling and activation serum. I personally would have a how to use. So I would have a 1, you could do 2 of these actually. So it would be like 1, purchase your product, 2, we'll get it, 3, you'll benefit from feeling better with a new beard. Or we could do something like actually how to use this. So, it's a case of you'll use the microneedling, you'll use the serum, however many times or however it works. And then of course you're going to benefit because you are going to be looking super sharp and the way you want to be. So this is absolutely fine in terms of the information you're giving me. Again, use some icons. You could potentially make that into more of a section rather than just having a few words there. Your imagery is nice. I think it looks good. What I would say is that this image it looks a bit strange. So this call to action is way too small. Make sure your images are looking tidy so they're actually together, and get this call to action, out much bigger, much more prominent. See, you've got here, this is great, 4.5 stars at 100 reviews. Make sure you're getting those above the fold as well. So bring this down, central align, get this in there, and also get some trust payment icons as well. Then it looks like we go down into desire, which is absolutely fab. I love seeing this. Now, before and afters are so cool, especially for any kind of like fitness or skincare. And this, obviously, clearly the beard's absolutely brilliant. So really, really nice. Try and get some testimonials and some words or names to go with these as well. But really nice. And then make sure you have a repeat call to action after your desire section. You then go into how it works, which is more of an interest part. So I would have that above your desire. And what you're saying, patchy, uneven, every nutrition's poorly. Okay. So you're telling me the problem, and then you're going to sell me the solution. Clinically fast track your facial hair. Guys, look at your fonts here. So you've got like 3 fonts going on here, so that's not cool. Try and keep your fonts consistent. Everywhere I look, it's a slightly different font, so make sure it's the same. And also this section ideally would need to go, like I say, above here. And how it works, yeah, I guess it's debatable though, because this is more about selling the problem and the solution. This is a lovely section. These icons are exactly what I was talking about earlier. Personally, I would have this much higher again. I just feel that that's a really clear section. This is a great trust seal you have here. So 100-day guarantee. Brilliant. Let's see that much further up so we know that information straight away. And again, you've given me a call to action. So same thing, guys, you need to add in a frequently asked questions section to this page. I know you have it in the store. Don't give them a reason they could buy this thing straight away. So have your FAQs nice and loud and proud, and then give them that repeat call to action with all of the trust and everything else. So really cool. I do love your branding. I think it's really nice. And we are finally on to, guys, the last page. Wow. Okay, so let's get this one in and see how we are doing. So guys, if you want to see more of these, then basically all we need from you guys is your feedback. We get some amazing feedback in the lab, and it's always so great to hear how you guys get on. So yeah, definitely. Once you've done these, once you've implemented your changes, let us know how you get on, and then we'll make sure we keep dropping more. And of course, if you want to get yours done, then you just need to go over and join the lab. And that way, when I post next, you'll be able to drop your link and yours could be up next. And guys, if I didn't get around to yours, I do apologize. We just had literally hundreds and hundreds of them, but I will be putting another post out in the next week or so. So keep your eyes out for that. Right. So we have got PL Boost, and this is our last page. So monetize your skills and get business from LinkedIn. Cool. Turn your connection into sales and make your LinkedIn profile generate new clients and sales. Okay, first thing to say, I like your branding. I like the way you are playing on LinkedIn's coloring. You're keeping it very professional. I quite like this image, even though it looks a bit busy with the text. You know, it's good. It works. It works for your branding. It works for what it is. What I would say is your call to action, guys. You absolutely need to change the color of this and make this way bigger, because as it is, it's getting completely lost in the crowd. Again, guys, no social proof, no trust proof. So make sure you're getting some sort of testimonial and some stars above here. Have you got any sort of clients that you've managed to generate business for? Because those things would be killer for increasing your trust as well. Again, if you can sort of bullet point out some benefits, I feel like that's okay, to be honest. I don't think you'd need to change it. I think you just need to get that social proof and trust going on there, and then maybe test in the future having slightly different layout with some benefits of using your service. You're telling me that it's monetizing my skills, so that's a benefit. Perhaps it would be good to say, you're going to literally earn money from this. You're going to expand your business. You're going to make your life better, basically. So lean a little bit more on the benefits as well. As we go down, you should be piquing my interest. I like your use of icons. I think that is really nice. In fact, you probably all realize by now I absolutely love icons. So they're just so user friendly, and we just see them working so much. And again, this is great. You're piquing my interest, but let's do the 1, 2, 3. It's a shame I haven't had an example of someone's page to show you today, but how will I work with you? Let's break this down super simple. So 1, what do I fill in a form? 2, when will you get back to me? How will you get back to me? And then 3, what's the benefit of me, getting in touch with you? Of course, it's going to be that I'm going to get more money and get more prestige and feel better about my business. So let's definitely get a 1, 2, 3 in here. Then go with your interest, which is really nice. Again, this call to action is absolutely way too small. So make that bigger. Definitely get an emoji on there, and give us the stars underneath. Sorry, lost my thought then. Here we go. This is excellent. So this is such a cool little section. Now, where this needs to be is here. So as you can see, this whole section, this white, so from where you say, do you have a skill that can help the world, switch the section and get those companies there and that section in there, because that's where it's going to have the most impact. But really, really nice. You're then still piquing my interest with the video. Again, keeping it nice and clean, which is great. We are then going into, hang on a second. Red is a much better call to action for your page. So I really like that. And again, the one thing I would say is keep your message consistent. I kind of like what you're doing in the terms of wording, but absolutely make sure that you use the same messaging across all of your call to actions. And please get an emoji on there and some social proof, but absolutely lovely. I prefer the red. Then we go into desire. It's not very clear that this is a desire section. It's great that you've got it. You've got the companies here, which is absolutely awesome. I would change this into something more along the lines of, see the results our clients have had, or see what our clients are saying about their results. Something that's telling me that this is the desire section itself. And again, try and get some images of the odd person as well as just their company logo. So that would be cool. Again, we then hit, is this the bottom? Okay, so we are call to action, final call to action. You just need to pop in here a frequently asked questions section. So what are the barriers to entry with this? I'm sure there's going to be questions. So take your top 5 questions and get those on the page itself. And then you're doing exactly the right thing, which is great. You're giving us another repeat call to action. I feel like your form could be a bit tidier. It could be actually within a form itself. I like your color palette. And again, bullet point out some benefits to actually getting in touch with you. Why should I get in touch with you? And just give me those benefits there. And yeah, really nice. And again, don't forget the social proof as well and the trust proof. So there's been loads of super cool pages today, guys, and I can't wait to see them change and, see how your conversion rates do. Guys, we're not here to sell. It's about kind of adding value. But if you want to get in touch or you need any help, of course, feel free to reach out. You can just hit us up at landingpageguys.com or you can hit me on Messenger and I'll get you in touch with the team. So before I go, just want to say, don't forget the landing page lab. Don't forget to go on and check out YouTube. And again, thanks for watching, guys. And I can't wait to see the next pages. Okay.